Hello, welcome back once again. My name is Mr. Charles Winikin. In today's video tutorial, we'll be discussing on Zener Diode. In my previous video, we have discussed on uses uses of diodes, and I also added it COM diode. I discussed it in details, the functions of COM diodes, and so on and so forth. But in today's video, we'll be discussing on Zener diode, and we'll discuss on also who discovered Zener diode, why is it called Zener diode, and we'll also discuss on how it functions. Zener diode is different from other diodes. Zener diode, its body is written a specific voltage that it carry at Zener diode body. The voltage or the power voltage or the voltage rating is written in its body or on its body. So in that case, let's go straight to Zener diode. But before we proceed on that, I would like to say, please, if you like my video, subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and share. Now, in that case, let's proceed. Zener diode is named after Clarence Mervyn Zener, who discovered the Zener effect. It was a man called Clarence Mervyn Zener, and he was the one that discovered the Zener effect, and that was how the name came about. It was not named after the name of the man that discovered Zener diode, and that was how it came to an existence called Zener diode. It was initially called Zener effect. Now it has been transformed to be called Zener diode, and that was how the invention or discovering of Zener diode come to an existence. So that is how it was discovered by a Clarence Mervyn Zener, named after the name of the man that discovered it. So the same thing, it is a type of diodes which not only allow the flow of current in the forward direction but also in reverse direction. It just from this dimension, the other time I told you that as long as diode is concerned, diode allowed current to flow at a particular direction and block the other aspect of it. Now, in Zener diode, it allows both sides, both reverse and forward. Reverse is when the current is when the voltage is coming out is entering from positive terminal to negative terminal, while the reverse bias or the reverse direction is when the voltage is now coming from negative to positive terminal. That is the reverse aspect of it. And in a normal explanation of it, let's say you under normal thing, you want when you are going inside your heart, you are using straight, you move straight. Then when you are coming out, you are using back to come out. That's the same thing when a car is reversing. Let's say the driver, he wasn't, or the person that was driving, he did not know that the road was blocked. So at a point, it will reverse. So that is called reverse direction and the forward direction of diode. At least I use those two things to explain how it works. So in that case, the Zener diode is widely used in two circuits. The Zener diode is widely used in two circuits as a crude voltage regulator. It's used as a voltage regulator in a circuit and is also used as voltage protection or protector in a circuit. So those are the things that it work in a specific circuit, all depending on the specific function that you are using the Zener diode for. You can also use it for regulator, voltage regulator, which regulates, let's say, depend on the voltage rating. If you require at a place you need 10 volts to be there, definitely you will use a Zener diode that is at least 10 to 12 volts that can regulate a specific voltage that you are needed to that particular area. And the same thing in terms of voltage protection or protector in circuit. It protects when the voltage has been excessive. What it does is to protect that circuit, not to damage other components in the same circuit. So it protects the circuit also not to get beyond repair or beyond human recognition in terms of maintenance. And that is the two most important functions of diodes so far, where we often use it in our electronics gadget. Most of us don't know. Sometimes it's in our laptop, in our cell phone, in our most of our electronics gadgets we are using today. The Zener diode is also there. It has its own function based on the manufacturer and how and where it has been mounted. So in that case, let's talk about the voltage. Now, the Zener, the Zener diode has two important rating to look for, which is the Zener voltage and power. It is Zener voltage and power. And what are the Zener voltage and power? For instance, it's obviously that we have 3.9 volts, we have 4.7 volts, we have 5.1 volts, we have 6.8 volts, we have 7.8 volts, we also have 15 volts. All depending, all these are the voltage and the power of a Zener diode that it will be written in its body. The Zener diode rating is written in its body so that you will know the specific one that you are to use when it got spoiled. And time will also come when I will also bring any of the power board or electronics motherboard to, because I will also teach you or bring those things practically. See how you can use your meter to dictate or to check any of the component that is faulty or not. But presently now we will still on the theoretical, the alternative to practical theory that will help you as well when the time comes when I will bring out those electronics motherboard or the gadget, the circuit itself, and you see how it works. And I will also show you where Zener and all those components they are, how it has been mounted. Remember that I also told you that diode is used or can be specified based on the usage. Either it could be passive or active component, all depending on the usage of individual choices. So in that case, these are the specific voltage and power rating of Zener diodes. When the Zener when the revised voltage reaches the breakdown voltage known as Zener diode. Now, this is where you need to understand this and put it in your memory. Why is it called Zener voltage? It is when the revised voltage reaches the breakdown known as Zener voltage. When it has reached the breakdown where I may put it the maximum breakdown of the voltage. That is where it is called Zener diode. Then it allows the current to flow. When it has reached that maximum, that breakdown voltage is known as Zener diode, and it will allow current to flow through it. And that is how Zener diodes work. Zener diode has heavier doping concentration than normal PN junction diode, and it has a very thin depletion region. Thin depletion region, they are those regions that have positive and negative where both of them meet. And remember when we talk about gum diode, the region of gum diode is bigger than the Zener diode. The Zener diode aspect of it is very tiny. And how does it work? Just as I said, in forward bias, those positive holes, those positive diodes, it will do what? It will, once current or voltage has entered straight to the diode, it will enable or motivate the positive um, holes to jump and move over to negative. And once the reverse bias is also involved, it will also make that electrons as well to move over to positive as well. So they move hand in hand just to make sure that the two the two positive and negative are working in a specific agreement. That is the agreement. Once it's moving forward bias, the agreement will be there, and once it's moving reverse bias, definitely it will also accept the agreement because that is how it has been configured. So in that case, the displacement layer being the in between the positive and the negative, they don't have too much gap. It's very tiny. So Zener reverse breakdown is caused due to two reasons. Zener breakdown is caused due to two reasons. What are the two reasons? That is, this IG is mean that is electron quantum tuning and avalanche breakdown. Electron quantum tuning and avalanche breakdown. And these two things will be discussed in few coming videos as well, because I will also discuss on quantum electron quantum tuning and avalanche breakdown voltage and breakdown diodes. You will see those things how it function. But these are the two major things that Zener revised and breakdown is caused due to the two major factors: electron quantum tuning and avalanche breakdown. So those are the two things that causes it. So this one here is a Zener diode is mainly used in reverse bias configuration. It's mainly used in reverse bias configuration. It provides a stabilized voltage for protection of circuit from over voltage. So I have said this before, but this one is just to make it more understandable for anyone that did not understand what I explained initially. The most important work of it is to stabilize voltage, to regulate voltage, to make sure that the voltage, all the components, all the circuit components receive according to the configuration of the board. So that is how it works. It must regulate that voltage to give them exactly the specific voltage that each of them receives based on the configuration. Let's say in our various home, we have to eat food depending on our capability, and that is the function of this Zener diode. It enables each of the components, it regulates them, it regulates voltage based on their specific voltage rating in that configuration of the motherboard, and it also has to protect excessive current or voltage not to destroy any of the components. So those are the two major factors or function of Zener diode. So this is just the Zener diode, the symbol and the end product. The one that you're seeing that has red and positive and negative. It has positive and negative. Maybe you might not see it. All these ones are what are the finishing product of Zener diode. While the other one is the symbol of Zener diode. And obviously, you can see this graph. The graph is also there. We have at the top where you will see the small arrow where you will see Zener diode, and from this graph going up you will also see current, and down you will see voltage. Remember, I have made a video on difference between current and voltage, which I told you that voltage is constant, always waiting for current to come that will push current to move straight to the destination according to the direction of the cable, and that is how it is. Why current is not constant. Current is the one that will be generated from the source of it and given to the cable, and the voltage is always there to deliver or to do its own part. So in that case, so that is how it is. If you have not watched the difference between the current and the voltage of my video, you go to my channel, watch it, and comment as well. If there is anything you don't understand, you can also comment and let me know. If you have any, if you don't really get what I said, or you can also comment exactly if you also want me to make any video based on a specific area of what we are discussing, then I will make that video if it is possible. So in that case, just as I said, all this one is Zener diode symbol, while the other one is the end product of Zener diode. I think this is where I would like to end this video for now, and then next week we will meet again for another nice topic of diode, because we are still on diode. We will finish diode and get to another topic as well, so that you will understand how each of the diode, how it works. I would like to say thank you once again for watching my video. Please, if you like my video, subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and share. Thank you once again. See you next week.